At Thanksgiving, they asked, when's your wedding? I said, had mine. You got invitations. Dad said, we never got them. I pulled out delivery receipts, all signed for. At Thanksgiving dinner, my aunt looked at me and said, your brother's wedding was beautiful. When's yours? I set my fork down and said, I had mine in June. You all got invitations. Dead silence. My dad put his glass down. We never got them. I reached into my purse, pulled out a folder, and laid 6 signed delivery receipts on the table. Every one of them accepted and signed for. Nobody in that room could say they didn't know. They just chose not to come. And I had the proof in writing. My family has always treated me like an afterthought. I'm the middle child. My brother Cole is the golden one. Lawyer. Married a woman named Paige my parents adore. My younger sister Bria is the baby who can do no wrong. When Cole got engaged, my parents threw a catered engagement party for 60 people. When I got engaged to my husband Leo 4 months later, Mom said, oh, are you sure he's the one? No party, no excitement. I planned my wedding without them. Every time I brought it up, they changed the subject. I asked Mom to come dress shopping. She said she was busy. I asked Dad to walk me down the aisle. He said, we'll see. Cole's bar exam is around that time. Cole's bar exam was in February. My wedding was in June. I sent the invitations 8 weeks before the wedding. I didn't trust that they'd claim to never receive them, so I sent everyone by certified mail with signature confirmation. 6 invitations. Mom, Dad, Cole and Paige, Bria, Aunt Donna, Uncle Hank. Every single one was delivered. Every single one was signed for. Not one person RSVP'd. I called Mom 2 weeks before. Did you get my invitation? She paused. I've been so busy. I'll look for it. Never called back. Dad said he didn't remember signing anything. Bria said she thought it was junk mail. Junk mail in a cream envelope with calligraphy and a wax seal. I got married on June 8th. Leo's family filled every seat on my side. His mother helped with my dress. His sister did my makeup. His dad walked me down the aisle because mine chose not to. I didn't tell my family after. I didn't. Send photos. I wanted to see how long it would take for anyone to ask. 5 months. Thanksgiving. My parents' house. Everyone was there talking about Cole's October wedding. How gorgeous the venue was. How Paige's dress was stunning. Then Aunt Donna turned to me. So when's your big day? He's my husband. We got married in June. The table went still. Mom set her wine glass down. What? I got married June 8th. You were all invited. Dad shook his head. We never got invitations. I opened my purse. I'd brought the folder because I knew this moment would come. I laid out 6 delivery receipts on the table, each one printed with the recipient's name, address, and signature. I pointed to each one. Mom, signed April 14th. Dad, signed April 15th. Cole, signed April 16th. Bria, April 14th. Aunt Donna, April 17th. Uncle Hank, April 17th. Nobody spoke. Mom looked at the receipt with her own signature on it. I don't remember this. That's your handwriting, Mom. Same signature that's on every birthday card you've ever sent me, which hasn't been many. Dad picked up his receipt and stared at it. I didn't know what it was. It was a wedding invitation in a cream envelope with your daughter's name on the return address. Cole looked at Paige. Paige looked at the table. Bria started crying. Aunt Donna said, I thought it was a thank you card. You didn't open it? She didn't answer. I collected the receipts and put them back in the folder. I'm not angry that you didn't come. I'm angry that you signed for the invitation, threw it away, and then sat at this table 5 months later asking me when my wedding was. Like it didn't happen. Like I didn't happen. Mom's voice cracked. Why didn't you call us and make sure we knew? I did call. I called you, Dad, and Bria. You all acted like you had no idea. I wasn't going to beg my own family to show up to my wedding. Dad said, you should have pushed harder. I shouldn't have had to push at all. You flew to Cole's bachelor party in Nashville. You threw Bria a surprise birthday trip to New York. But I needed to push harder to get you to open an envelope. The table stayed quiet. I picked up my purse and stood. Leo was waiting in the car. He'd stayed outside because I told him this might be short. I looked at my parents. Leo's father walked me down the aisle. His mother zipped up my dress. His sister held my bouquet. Your seats were empty. All of them. Mom stood up. Please don't leave. I'm not leaving. I left in June. You just didn't notice until now. I walked out. Leo drove us home. We didn't talk much. He held my hand the whole way. When we got home, he said, you okay? I said, I had the receipts. That's all I needed. He didn't push. He just made tea and sat with me. Mom called the next day. She cried and asked to see photos. I sent 3. She didn't respond for 2 days. When she did, she said, you looked beautiful. Not, I'm sorry I missed it. Not, I wish I'd been there. Like she was. Commenting on a stranger's post. Cole hasn't mentioned it. Bria sent a long apology, and I believe she meant it. Dad sent one line. I should have opened it. The receipts are in my filing cabinet now. I don't need them anymore. I needed them once, at a table full of people who forgot I existed. I proved I gave them every chance. What they did with it was on them.